Usually, AI gives you a really long response back, but there are certain prompting techniques with which you can encourage it to have a back and forth dialogue. So it gives back a short message, then you tell it something, and then it gives something back. So again, you can imagine that the precision increases with every communication that happens. And there are three ways in which you can achieve this. One is the very simple way to get started with back and forth dialogue is asking it or encouraging it to ask for clarification. So, for example, you are giving it a prompt and you are also telling AI if you need more details about XYZ, feel free to ask clarifying question, or I encourage you to ask clarifying questions, right? So again, I'm asking it to do something. At the same time, if you need more information about certain requirements, ensure that you ask clarifying questions. Always verify your assumptions and ask clarifying questions to avoid ambiguity. You getting what I'm saying? So again, by these simple prompts where we are encouraging AI to ask for clarifying questions and avoiding assumptions, right? Or maybe, clarifying the assumptions that you have made certain assumptions. Then you can encourage AI to keep a back and forth conversation in smaller bits. So interview me for the role of an entry level front end engineer. Usually what happens is AI will give you all of the commonly asked questions in the form of a blog or an article or something like that. But what I want is I want it to have a back and forth conversation with me as an interviewee and build its next question based on my response. So I have a very powerful prompt to do that. Ask only one question at a time. Do not ask for everything all at once. Create a back and forth exchange. This is a negative prompt. We should not be doing it. So I'll get rid of this. Create a back and forth exchange that keeps building on previous responses. And then to reaffirm it, to ensure that it happens, you can say, I repeat, remember, either I repeat or remember, to literally reinforce, to bang the wall, right? Ask only one question at a time. Do not ask everything all at once, and create a back and forth exchange. Beautiful prompt, and it is so much more fun to do conversation with AI in this way, especially when you are using the voice mode. It becomes so much more powerful. So I've given a lot of examples. One way you can make it very powerful is to give it a very well defined structure. So what you are doing is you are giving it instruction that we gave in the last examples, and then you're also giving it a workflow. So do this first, then that, then that, and then that. I really encourage you to play around with this example. Very powerful example. Let me demonstrate you one example of it in ChatGPT, then it will make so much more sense. So I've just copied and pasted a prompt, and see, it's telling me, hello and welcome to Amazon USA. This is Chatty, your virtual assistant. How can I help you today? Very small response I received back from AI, and it's like a dialogue. It's waiting for my communication. I'll tell it anything. For example, I want to return a t-shirt that was delivered to me yesterday. Okay. Now again, you can see it's not giving me a very lengthy response back. What it has told me is, thank you for letting me know. Could you please share what went wrong with the t-shirt that you'd like to return? I can tell it I ordered XL. I'm making things up, but it seems even smaller than L size. And then again, it says, thank you for sharing that. I understand. Again, you can see the empathy, the acknowledgement that usually Amazon representatives have, right? It's asking me to share the order number. So I'll share the order number QWER1234. Then it asks me my name and email address. I'll give it. And then it concludes with, thank you very much, Vivek. And it's empathetic. It's apologetic. I'm really sorry you had this issue. An agent will reach out to you shortly and make sure it gets resolved for you. Thank you for your patience. Have a great day. So, friends, nothing in this chat was a coincidence. I gave it very clear instruction of how it needs to behave, and I got accurately, precisely what I needed, right? So I gave it that it needs to act as a friendly agent, so and so. I gave it the situation. I encouraged it for back and forth conversation. And I also gave it an example, a well defined example, a sequence of conversation that initially you will greet in a certain way, then customer states their issue, you gather clarification, and then I'm also telling it not to show summary or anything, just gather their data, and then the tone it should, you know, it should follow, right? It needs to have a lot of empathy. It needs to apologize and then greet them again and assure them that someone will reach out to them, right? So again, nothing in this communication was coincidence. We gave it very clear instructions. Again, very nice way of prompting or using AI tools, AI chatbots is encouraging back and forth conversational communication with a well defined structure.